Super Smash Bros. For the N64. We all probably know the story by now, but it was made by the minds of Masahiro Sakurai and Satoru Iwata. It was originally pitched as a game called Dragon King the Fighting Game. This game had a bunch of polygonal looking dudes instead of the cast of Nintendo characters we know are in the game today. It was later released in 1999 as Super Smash Bros. For the N64, and that's basically it. Without it, the Smash Bros. Series wouldn't even exist, and without Smash Bros., we wouldn't have amazing games like PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, or even worse, TMNT Smash Up. Yeah, I'm sure life would be very tragic without those two games, but let's be real for a second here. Smash Bros. 64 is a very important game for Nintendo and gaming as a whole. Every Smash game makes a lot of money for Nintendo, and it also introduces people to a lot of new franchises like Fire Emblem and Earthbound. It's kind of like a giant Nintendo advertisement. And once the third parties like Konami and Sega got their chance to add characters, they knew it was going to be some free self-promotion. And since then, we live in a world where every company wants their character in Smash Bros. Almost every company. 2 songs for Final Fantasy? Are you serious? Anyways, Smash Bros. For N64. It was of course the start of the Smash Bros. Series, and is in my opinion, the worst in the series. No really, this is probably the worst game in the series, both content-wise and gameplay-wise. I mean, it makes sense. It was the very first Smash Bros. Game, and just because I said it was the worst one doesn't mean it was a bad game. Okay, maybe nowadays it's a little bit weird to play, but I'm sure back in 1999 it was perfect. I don't know if it was or not because I wasn't alive to play it in 1999. I actually don't think I played Smash Bros. 64 until like 2008 or 2009? I don't know, whenever it came out for the Wii Shop channel. And compared to Melee and Brawl, I don't have a whole lot of nostalgia or memories playing this game. I didn't even know the game existed until I saw that amazing commercial on YouTube where Mario tripped Yoshi and then everyone started beating each other up. But I just have one question. Why did Mario do it?
This is going to be the best picnic ever.
Yeah, except Yoshi ate all the food.
What? No!
Yeah, I used to go on YouTube a lot for Smash Bros. Stuff back in 2008, but I talked about the game enough without actually going into the game itself. Now let's take a look at this wonderful roster of characters. Seems a lot smaller than I remember. I mean, come on, no third parties, no Fire Emblem characters, and only one Pokemon? Oh, one Pokemon and a Kirby clone, I'm sorry. In all honesty, this character roster is alright, especially for it being the first game in the series. The 8 main characters that you start off with are all from different iconic Nintendo franchises. No second reps from the same series and no crazy third-party characters. Then you go to unlock the 4 secret characters. You get Luigi. Understandable, he's pretty much a clone of Mario, but you can't have the Mario brothers without the second brother. And then you got Jigglypuff. A pretty odd choice for a second Pokemon rep, but I guess he was popular at the time. He was most likely picked though, since Sakurai could just work off of Kirby to make development easier. But then you got these 2 characters, Ness and Captain Falcon. Now, I don't know about the people that were 7 years old when they played Smash back in 1999, but when I played Melee in 2004, I did not know who these 2 dudes were, at all. Captain Falcon was never really shown outside of his vehicle in F-Zero games, and Ness was from a very hard-to-find SNES RPG. I would think that not a lot of people knew who these characters were back in the N64 days as well. All 4 of these unlockable characters compared to the base roster all just feel like a bunch of misfits. Misfit toys! It makes sense, they're toys in the intro, right? Okay, well, they do feel a bit out of place, but I honestly feel like they're a good fit for unlockable secret characters, so I'll give them that. Other than the characters, the game modes in Smash 64 are obviously very limited. You pretty much only had 2 options for playing the game on the main menu. 1-player mode and versus mode. In 1-player mode, you had 1-player game, a training mode, and a few practice modes. 1-player game is just classic mode from the later games, but this game did it first, so it can't really be called classic mode. You go up against a few different enemies, board a couple platforms, and break a couple targets. Then you fight Metal Mario and Master Hand, and then you're done. It's a pretty solid arcade mode, and fighting against Metal Mario was pretty cool. The 2 bonus modes in the 1-player menu were just break the targets and board the platforms, so if you wanted to complete them with every character without playing classic mode, then there you go. In the versus mode, you were able to just fight against a friend or a CPU. There's nothing else really to it. You could check out character bios if you want, which are kinda like viewing trophies, but there's only 12 of them in this game, and that's really it for game modes. Like I said, the game didn't have a lot of content, and I can't really see myself going back to this game when other Smash Bros. Games just have so much more to do in them. It's a good party game, I guess. Then again, so is every other Smash game. If you had a group of friends that used to play Smash 64 back in 1999 and boot it up, I'm sure you'll have a good time. But other than that, I would just say play the newer games. Smash Bros. Ultimate's right around the corner, so there's no need to play this game, honestly. But that's really it for Smash Bros. 64. Just wanted to make a video on it before Smash Bros. Ultimate comes out. I'll cover the other games eventually if you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys later. Just a quick reminder for people who don't know, I do have a Patreon page up if you want to support me for as little as $1 a month. I had a couple Patreons before, but now I'm down to 1 because I wasn't really active on YouTube for a while, but now I'm making videos again, so if you want to support me, there's a bunch of cool perks you could get. I'm not going to beg you, but yeah, goodbye.